Hi, I'm Caden Sinclair. I'm doing a video for Patreon so that we can kind of explain what it is that we're looking for help for and why you should bother given all the other projects that are out there. So to describe a little bit about the project, this is, we call it Gardens of Xanadu. It's actually in reference to a much bigger goal we have, but in its current state, what that is a biodome. We're here in Boise, Idaho. And this project currently that I'm sitting in is a 44-foot climate-controlled geodesic dome. And the geodesic dome has living walls that have been attached. So we have everything from orchids and bromeliads to what you'd know as Christmas cactus or holiday cactus, Tombogera, Rhipsidalis, and just some other really fun things. And so what we're looking for help is not only making this space, which is currently around 75 degrees, 80 degrees, and raining in here, which is really wonderful because outside it's about 20 degrees. Actually today I think it's closer to 30. So pretty cold here in the winter. In the summer, Idaho gets anywhere from 95 degrees Fahrenheit to 106 degrees Fahrenheit, sometimes up in the 116. So this space at 100% humidity and climate controlled allows us to put in something that doesn't exist currently here in Boise, which is a tropical botanical garden. And that's what this project is primarily about. We also have a large art component to the project, which is a huge Fabergé egg. I keep looking over there because that's where the project is sitting. It is a 20-foot tall structure that we built in 2012. There are pictures of it and video, as a matter of fact, of the project as it was built before. We're rebuilding it, and we're going to add, this time around, 100,000 LEDs. So part of what we're also asking for is helping fund that project, putting the LEDs on, and then making the LEDs available to view the shows that go with the LEDs and coded to music visible on our YouTube channel. So anyone in the entire world can see this huge Fabergé egg and all the LEDs. And more importantly, they can, anyone that's interested in playing with lights on a structure that size, we're going to allow for the light coding on it. So we'll upload what we're doing in terms of a current and existing light show and then ask people to come up with their own ideas and submit them, and then we'll put them up and we'll record them and broadcast them out and have contests on who can code the most cool light shows along with the music that goes with them. We do plan on having performance groups, so we're hoping to support some of the local artists that are instrumental artists, vocal artists that can be in the biodome, surrounded by a tropical garden inside of a huge Fabergé egg, performing for the public. So I'm asking here, and on behalf of the Biodome Project, for you to help support us. We are looking for expanding our science programs, people learning about the diversity that's in here in terms of the plants, soil symbiosis, mycology, but also the art programs, and in general, the community outreach that this space does so that it can involve people that may just need a space to go. We're really hoping that mental health is improved by having spaces like this where people can just come and get some sun, some warmth, walk around in what is now raining inside of here. There's water kind of dripping everywhere from the condensation, and climate controlled. In addition to that, just the art programs, which are always badly in need of support. And we think providing a setting like this will, once we get that launched, which is what we need help with, right? Getting to a point where this becomes this amazing space and then self-perpetuates. People want to come into it, they want to give to it, they want to support what's going on in here. So I'm really hoping that in all of the Patreon available channels that are out there, that this one catches the eye of a few people who are willing to help support us and get us to the level that we need in order to diversify, put more living walls in, put the art up, and expand around the dome. There's another dome adjacent to this. We'd like to add to that. It's actually a half this size, 22-foot dome. And then the land between the two domes, so you've got the smaller dome and the bigger dome, and then the land in between and all around is going to be walkable gardens as well. We have bog gardens out there already with some carnivorous plants, and we'll be adding all kinds of vining plants, and we do have and will be planning to add more food, meaning like we have fruit trees. We planted a grove of fruit trees. There's 12. I think I'm gonna have to replace some. I don't think they made it through the winter because they were bare root and they just didn't do well planting. But those are intended for the public to have access to just food. We also have a whole bunch of garden beds we're planning on putting in for produce. It's a small thing to add, it'll only feed a few people, but a few people, fresh fruit, and as we can expand the program to what we hope is the much bigger program in a few years, then I think that will benefit at least a few people and increasingly more and more as the program expands. So please consider giving to this program, the Gardens of Xanadu. Everything is greatly appreciated and will help expand what we already have going. We're no risk of failure in terms of shutting down, so please understand if you're giving, that's not a risk, because I know that's a concern for some people, like what if it doesn't work and I gave my money to something that just doesn't take off. This place exists now. We're 2 years in. We just need help growing and improving, and all of the dreams we have to give back to the community could use a little bit of help. Actually, a lot of help, but a little at a time is fine. So thank you. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to your support.